Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. We have some pretty big news about MultiVersus, the free-to-play 2v2 platform fighting game in that, well, it's shutting down for now. So not permanently shutting down, but basically the game's going on break, if you will. So MultiVersus has been playable now for just shy of a year, but do recall in their own wording that the game was never fully out. They mention words like alpha, all that kind of stuff, and they consider this now the closing of the game, the end of their open beta. So the official MultiVersus account has put out a statement here saying, yes, this is the end of the open beta, and the game will be shutting down later in June. However, it is coming back with a full return in early 2024. And to just head this one off at the pass, if you put any amount of money in the game, or if you unlocked stuff, or whatever you accomplish in MultiVersus, it will be there waiting for you to return in 2024. You will not lose any unlocks, characters, or otherwise any kind of content. You will still keep all the stuff you got. So why is the game shutting down temporarily as it is? Well, in their own words, it's basically to improve the game. Like any fighting game, things can be done better, and that's what they're going to be focusing on. They're going to be improving the game, adding new content, and without, the issues of also maintaining a live build while doing so. So working on both, new maps, new characters, that kind of stuff, but also how everything is delivered, how the package is presented, along with more fixes to just match modes and matchmaking and netcode. Now, as for the game shutting down as well, the online focus is what's shutting down. If you still want to hit training mode, the lab, all that kind of stuff, your offline experiences will still be waiting there for you. But the game will be delisted from digital storefronts starting soon, and then it won't be returning until the time of the relaunch early next year. Now, for brass tacks, MultiVersus has had a little bit of a fall from grace. When the game launched, it was pulling some legitimately titanic numbers, like insane numbers. And since then, it's definitely been a steady fall. And from a purely developer gameplay point of view, the ability to just turn the game off for a bit and work on what needs to be worked on is great. Like, I'm glad they're not just cut and running, leaving the game in this current state. Okay, good enough, we tried, whatever. That's good. Now, obviously, if you put money into the game and it's going dark for a while, that does suck. But obviously, player retention wasn't there. Otherwise, the numbers wouldn't have been falling. So at least they're doing their due diligence and working on the game. So I do like that. Now, why did it fall? Who knows? Like the free-to-play thing, some people said free-to-play is the future of fighting games. Myself, I kind of still agree with that. But ever a game like Brawlhalla is still beating Mortal Kombat 11, Street Fighter 5, and Tekken 7 combined. So obviously free-to-play still works. So the free-to-play bugbear, who knows, but that's still the route they're going to be going. This is definitely the kind of thing where everyone's going to have their own personal hot take on the matter. And for me, the biggest thing I got is just simply, I hope this gives them the time to make the game what it needs to be. I never want to see a fighting game do poorly. I always root for every single fighting game. And I think MultiVersus has a lot of potential. I think there's something there, although it's just not quite where it needs to be just yet. And hopefully with this, taking about half a year-ish off and going dark and doing the real work that needs to be done, it can be where it needs to be. I hope only the best for MultiVersus in the end. That said, hot takes, I mentioned it before, I know you got them, so please post them in the comments below. And otherwise, that is the news for now. MultiVersus, hopefully you can pull it off. Anyways, my friends, that's the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games.
This is the life we can. This is the